Well, it's just how it's back with my Raw review for May 13th, 2024. It's just like last week, it was kind of boring. Um, it took place in the Wilson Center in Greensville, South Carolina. Yeah, I mean, I just don't care about this King and Queen of Ring tournament because the concept should have just been done after 2006. I mean, when Booker T won it, that should have been where it ended, really. I mean, there's no reason to keep it going. Okay? Anyways, so Drew McIntyre is shown walking with a purpose backstage. He storms into the gorilla position and then comes out dressed CM Punk. McIntyre walks onto the stage and heads to the commentary table as Michael Cole calls him a hypocrite. He should just call Pat McAfee a hypocrite. But yeah, he talks about the world has isn't didn't exist the greatest trick CM Punk ever pulled with a look like a I'm not gonna say that word, okay. But basically, if you're a CM Punk fan, you're stupid. Like, and Punk was in the ring calling McIntyre a coward, and then said he never. Speaking of things that will never happen, Jey Uso lost another title match. McIntyre's title match is rewarded its McIntyre's spot in King of the Ring. It's complete BS. And then the one thing on McIntyre's priority list is the World Heavyweight Championship and the paper champion Damian Priest, which, yikes. Yeah, then Damian Priest comes out, they talk about, McIntyre says if Priest was listening, CM Punk has been running away every week. He didn't mention Punk was the reason why Priest was World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. There was more bickering between the two. Priest walks off, and yeah, that's how we get in the show. Um, then we get the first quarterfinal match for the Queen of the Ring tournament. Maxine Dupree had to replace Selena Vega on the live event. Oh my fucking god. How many fucking injuries have to be replaced in this fucking tournament alone? Io Sky defeats Shayna Baszler. I didn't care about this match because I'm sorry, this match was not great. I'm sorry. I give it a 2 out of 5 being generous, okay? Anyways, Jamie Dunn is talking with Finn Balor and Carlito is chatting with Dirty Dom and then Dean Priest walks in and knows what is going on. Mysterio says it's time for them to work together and I was like, whatever. Um, and Thunder was shown pacing backstage for his match with Kofi Kingston, who won his match on the live event. And then Chad Gable is walking in front of Alpha Academy strategizing. Gable says, we're on the gas of his big Intercontinental Championship match and Saudi fucking Arabia. Not reviewing any Saudi shows. Deal with it. As Batista says, deal with it. But yeah, Cesaro has to face Bronson Reed and Otis has to face Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, and then Ivan approaches Maxine Dupree and whatever. Kofi gets interviewed next, and before the next match, R-Truth is talking to Raw GM Bold Eagle. Then The Miz comes in and tells R-Truth not to put their titles on the line without talking to him. That's what I was missing. That's what's funny about it. It's seeing R-Truth being funny. And then we get the first quarterfinal match for the King Ring tournament. Gunther defeats Kofi Kingston. It was not that great. I'm just being honest here. Also, it was okay, but Gunther was gonna win, and he did. Um, 2 out of 5. He moves on to the semifinals next week. Then the replays are showing last week of what happened on Raw, and then we had Lyra Valkyria get an interview, and then Becky Lynch, and helping Becky Lynch and beating the Critic High last week. And Becky Lynch needs some Irish backup, and then Becky walks up and wishes Valkyria luck, and then Lynch walks off, and then Liv Morgan interrupts her and says hello and wish her luck, and then Valkyria says that's nice of her. Morgan then asks if Lynch has always been a bitch, and then Becky punches her. I was like, thank goodness for you, Becky. Please resign with WWE, please. Then they show about the new DLC coming to 2K24 in 2 days, which was CM Punk, the Sandman, the Dudley Boys, and Terry Funk. I'm mostly excited for seeing the Sandman and the Dudley Boys. I mean, Punk, I honestly knew he was going to be in the DLC section. Terry Funk, I was not excited to see that one. I mean, no disrespect to Terry Funk, rest in peace to him, but yeah. Bronson Reed squashed Akira Tozawa. That's all I have to say about it. And then Iraq Shaggy goes in and yells at Tozawa, who is riding in pain on the mat. Squash match. That's all I have to say about it. And stuff backstage. Jey Uso, there was interference from Jimmy Uso, and talk about whatever. I'm not gonna talk about most of it. And then Bull Eagle's office celebrating. Thanks, Bull Eagle, for driving them on Raw to Raw. I honestly forgot they were on Raw. There's gonna be a fatal 4-way tag team #1 contenders match. Yay! I fucking hate multi-person matches for a title opportunity. Then Lyra Valkyria defeats Zoe Stark in the other quarterfinal match for the Queen of the Ring tournament. This was a good match. I'm being honest here. A 3 out of 5, I'll give it. Anyways, then Sami Zayn defeats Otis in another good match. There was also a Jey Uso backstage segment, it says Drew McIntyre couldn't cut in the King of the Ring tournament, and you took his fucking spot, Jey. Honestly, you should not be in this tournament. As well as Randy Orton. But back to this, Sami Zayn won this. I kind of expected, and then Gable is absolutely furious. Zayn walks off, and then Gable shouts at Otis, who looks deceived, and then Gable pie faces him, and then Zayn ran in there and stops and beats out Chad Gable, and then Otis, and then Gable shouts, this is Otis' fault before that, and then yeah. And Big Boy Braun is talking with the Creed brothers and Ivy now backstage, and JD McDonough comes up to him and with the Judgment Day's business, and then McDonough says they don't like Strowman sticking his nose in their business, and Big Boy Braun can't concern himself, warning McDonough, walks off. Strowman just laughs the thread off and continues talking with them. I mean, I'm glad to see Strowman back, but ain't he gonna wrestle at some point? Like, honestly, I want to see him become a world champion again. You know. Then Becky Lynch versus Dakota Kai. This was not one of Becky's best matches. And the match ends in a disqualification. Afterwards, Lyra Falk runs down and saves the day, and then Liv Morgan ran behind Becky and ran her into the ring post shoulder first. She's basically being a heel now. Yeah, I didn't like this match. One. Then, Ilya Dragunov last week, he had tremendous victory over against Ricochet, and then yeah, that's basically all to say about it. Then we got this fucking fatal four-way number one contenders match for the World Tag Team Championships. When this match was happening, I was like, well, the Judgment are gonna win this because they didn't have their rematch yet for the tag team titles. Yes, they're separated now. Thank goodness for that. They won thanks to Carlito. Whatever. 1.5 I'll give it. Let's talk about the matches next Monday on Raw, and then Dragunov's warming up. When Ricochet walks in, he shows respect to Dragunov. The next time it happens, the outcome will be different. And then more Judgment Day shenanigans. Skip, okay. Main event. Another King of the Ring quarterfinal match. Jey Uso defeats Ilya Dragunov. I was like, why does Jey have to win this? Was it a good match? Yes, but the wrong person won. 3 out of 5. And then Gunther heads down to the ring and they stare each other down. That's how it ends the show. A C, I'll give it. So I'll see you tomorrow for the wrestling dumpster fires video on Mike Austin's disastrous WCW run, and then Wednesday Showdown episode 26, the final showdown before Eternal Ascended, where you're gonna see on that pay-per-view Goldberg versus The Undertaker. I know it's an action figure show, but whatever. Goldberg versus The Undertaker, AJ Styles versus JBL, and more to come. Mr. Krabs versus Robin also. And 2 more matches I'm confirming before that. But yeah. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to this channel right here, and click the notification bell, as well as my secondary channel, Talos Retro Reviews. Click the notification bell on that one so you'll see on Thursday, Judgment Day 2004. And move on from there. Bye-bye.